What's up, YouTube? Mini Minchino here, and welcome back to another episode of Creative Builds. I'm just chilling, watching some TV right now, still debating what kind of light I want to put in the ceiling, but I don't know. I still don't know. But anyway, you guys, we're gonna go back into our cave bedroom for the final episode of our aquarium thingy. We don't need to work on the aquarium anymore, though. However, I will show you, just very briefly, you know, what went down in the last episode. However, if you did watch it, then there you go. But yeah, here's our first little oasis. I think it's perfect as is. I don't really need to add any of the coral and stuff to that. That's not very corally. However, this is a cultivated environment, and I think this room is starting to look pretty good. I do want to add, you know, a couple of the ores in the walls and ceilings and stuff like that. And, you know, just do a little bit of painting shenanigans over here and stuff like that to get it to kind of, you know, look alright. But, yeah, before we get started, this is what we worked on last episode. We got our diving suit here. We've got some potions of water breathing in there. And we have our little entrance into the aquarium, which is not exactly spectacular, but here it is anyway. However, I feel like this aquarium is quite spectacular indeed. So, you know, we got our corals in here now, our fire brain and tube corals and stuff like that. We've got our bubble columns, some kelp growing. I broke some kelp in the last episode, so it hasn't fully grown back yet. And, yeah, and some sea pickles. We removed the sea lanterns entirely, and yet it's fully lit because of these sea pickles, and I think that's kind of amazing. So, this is my masterpiece from the, you know, last couple episodes, and I think it's worked out amazingly. Could not be happier with how that's worked out. And, yeah, now we're gonna kind of spruce up this room a little bit. So, I wanted to make this bedroom area, or this bed area, look a little bit, you know, nicer, I guess. And I think what I want to do is start with some carpeting. I want to carpet this whole area, and that may include taking the blocks out from underneath and seeing what we got going on here. Now, I want to start with some light blue carpet, maybe? And just kind of go with, or do I want to just do partial carpet? Maybe just partial. No. Maybe something just like that? That might be okay, if I'm honest. Do I want that? Light blue, black, or red? I'm definitely not going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to leave it like this for sure. But I'm thinking, I mean, if I wanted to blend in with the cyan more, maybe I should go with the blue. But, because it kind of complements the orange of the bed a little bit more. So maybe I'm going to roll, whoops. Maybe I'm going to roll with the blue and see how that looks. I do, however, want to see about some painting shenanigans over here. So, we're going to put these guys here, this guy here. What can we get? What can we get? Are there new paintings in this new update? That would be awesome if there was. I don't even know what I'm getting here. I don't even know what this is. It's always harder to tell up close, if I'm honest, but, you know, that just kind of adds a little bit of something to it. Evidently I didn't need to add those blocks, jeez. Maybe that one up there. So there's something, some little detail there, you know? And then maybe I want to add like a flower pot of some kind up here. And this guy I think is fine as is. But maybe, whoa, no. This is where I need the block. Oops, wrong one. This is where I need the block. And we're gonna go with the Mona Lisa. That's an option. Oop, that's also an option. Is the Mona Lisa the only option like this? Really? Is that... Okay, I guess we're going with the Mona Lisa. Okay then. Well, so we got, you know, some artwork there, and some artwork there and there. Maybe, perhaps, in here, we could use a little bit of art as well. I mean, that's interesting. Whoa. I don't want, like... Let's get... I'm too lazy to look for the number pad. Oh, jeez. So we're gonna basically end up with the two... I mean, I don't want two Mona Lisas in here, though. That's the thing, but I don't know what the heck that is, but I guess it's something, so we're gonna go with it? Maybe? I don't know. I really don't, you guys. But, yeah. And what about here? Maybe I'll just stick with ores there for now? Like, the occasional ore. I don't want to do too much with the ores. Like, I don't want to go... I want to kind of establish what kind of look I want to go for the whole thing, because I feel like I've gone a little bit ore crazy outside, so I kind of want to, I don't know, just kind of establish what I want to do, decorate the outside, and then, you know, fix all of it at once kind of deal. So I guess that's what's gonna happen here. I think it's turning out okay, though. I feel like, can I do a flower pot and get rid of all these? Go away. And then look for... There's a decoration blocks thing here. So, saplings... Whoa. I want, like... Peonies, anvils, or decoration blocks? Interesting. Rose bushes. Sunflowers. Lilacs. Kind of like these guys. Maybe let's try these guys out. I don't want to sit here too long just pondering what flowers to place. So maybe you there and you there. Can you please? Is it because this guy's here? I can't have one without the other. Why can't I not place you? Why can't I not place you? Really? Okay, what about this guy? Okay, I guess we're gonna go with that and put this back, I guess. Can I get... There we go. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but definitely could be worse. So, you know, something like that. Not too big of a deal, and I feel like all that's left to deal with is the walls and stuff. So, let's actually... Whoops, wrong buttons. Wrong buttons! Let's do this one block at a time. So we got some gold. Where do we want the gold to be? I'm thinking... Very subtle touch here. I don't want to be too, like, insane with the gold, you know? Because, it's very bright. So I don't want to, like, you know, maybe that. Maybe that's all I want to do with the gold. I don't want to go too nuts with it. Maybe some of this granite. What do we want to do with that? Throw some over here, possibly. And have a little bit going up here. And... maybe bring it out one. Why not? What do I want to do with it on this side? Maybe go... boom. And boom. Something like that. I don't want to go too nuts again, because, yeah, that would kind of be a pain in the butt. Or not really a pain in the butt, but wouldn't look great. So, it coming from the door. Maybe I'd want something like this happening. Something like this. And then maybe that'll probably look weird. And I mean, that still looks weird, so bring it out here. That's okay, because then I could have just gone and just carved in there, right? So, you know, there's that. Yeah, I don't want granite to have like the biggest presence here, but I feel like it's a little bit underrated and needs a bit of a presence. So, you know, we're gonna go with it and try to make something work, you know? And here we'll have a little bit more, because why not? Why not? And then maybe a little bit here and here. And here. Have a tiny bit up in the ceiling there. And since it's coming up this way, maybe we'll do a little bit over here. Something like that, and just kind of have it every so often, you know, just coming through a little bit. Just coming through, just kind of minding its own business. And just kind of meandering a tiny bit, no big deal. Just kind of like, hey, I'm Granite, I'm here. I'm just chilling, and, you know, just having a little bit of a party, no big deal. Kind of having a good time. Having a good time with the granite. Okay. So evidently I used more than I otherwise would have. This andesite. Put a little bit here. Maybe a little bit here. This is kind of like a, looks kind of like a broken stone texture. So I feel like, you know, just kind of sprinkling it around a little bit. Some people are not a fan of this texture, like, at all. I really don't dislike it if I'm honest, and I feel like having a little bit more of it in the build is not going to be a bad thing. It looks slightly broken up, but not quite, you know? And, I don't know, I feel like that could look pretty decent. So I'm gonna roll with that, gonna do that a little bit. I gotta make sure I'm not destroying the painting behind it. I feel like I almost did. That's okay. That guy there, maybe that guy there, that guy there. This is normally like the most boring bit, and I hope that I'm not, you know, doing it horribly for you guys. I hope it's... I know it's... I don't know. I'm trying to make it interesting. I don't know if it's working. I apologize if it's not. But, you know, just trying to do what I can for y'all. Because y'all are fantastic. And, yeah. Okay, so that might be okay. Well, actually, let's do right here, and right here. And right here, why not? A little bit of something to the thing there. Might want to add something down there. Well, this might be a good time to introduce some iron. Can I get down there? Boop. Yes, I can. And maybe I don't want too much iron as well. Oh, okay, I broke a door. I can fix that. As long as I leave one door, I can fix it. Alright, so we got some of that maybe. How much do I want to add to this, though? Is that too busy? It might be, actually. Maybe I'll leave this guy plain. This is what I'm gonna have to do off screen and sort this whole thing out, you guys. I'm just trying to do my best here. I don't know if I'm succeeding. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think I'm using too much of one thing or even too little. I feel like the iron has more of a place here than gold. Just simply because... What's up here? Hold on, what's up here? Oh, is this the, That's probably the bottom of the, other house. Good to know. I honestly thought, since I was a bit further down, that I'd have more room to raise the ceiling. I'm glad I decided against it, though, because, yeah, that's kind of an issue. maybe a little bit of iron here, a little bit there. And some here. Some there. And a little bit there. Some in the wall here. And a little bit in the ceiling here. Okay, right on. So we had a little bit of gold and a little bit of stuff. I don't know that we need, I don't know that we need like redstone or anything. Do we? I mean, let me see. Let me see. Let's find some redstone right here. Do we need to bring this in here? I mean, it's so close to everything else. It makes sense that some of it's coming in. Like a tiny bit of it. You know? Maybe that's what'll go under the desk here. Is a tiny bit of the redstone. It is very red. So, you know, perhaps just kind of hide it in a couple subtle places if at all possible. If I break that and put that there, just have like some subtlety, maybe one, oops, dang it, can I sneak back in here and grab that? Thank you! Maybe have one a little less subtle there. And, I mean, this is like the more unruly environment, but, I mean, not really unruly, but sometimes you find like chunks of redstone in ones, so you know. And then maybe one right there, kind of coming in. I kind of want to just be a little bit more subtle with some of these, because I feel like some of these I went a little bit nuts with. Do I even want lapis in here? Maybe not, because I feel like even if I put some, like, say here, I guess that's not terrible, actually. So I'll treat it like the redstone and just kind of have the occasional one, because I don't want anything too nuts with the lapis. So maybe put some in the wall here. Just kind of a tiny little bit there, you know, not too crazy, nothing insane. And the last one I think I want to try to include in here is coal. And then we can probably call this bedroom done. So, you know, we'll just get a little bit of that in here. Some of that up here. Whoops, too far in. Up there, up in the ceiling. Get rid of some of the andesite. Why not? That's fine. So we got a little bit of a coal vein there. And do we want any here? Probably not, if I'm honest, unless we want a little bit in the ceiling. Just something peeking out kind of thing. And maybe a similar deal here. And similar dealio here and here. Yeah, that looks kind of connected. And possibly that might be it as well. I feel like that might be okay. Because it's not too insane, I don't think. If you guys think it is, you can let me know. But I feel like maybe trying to decorate it with ores after building it up first is probably the way to go. And yeah, I do apologize for this episode maybe not being the best ever, but I do hope you still enjoyed it anyway, because I definitely did, and it's going to be hard to get this whole area in one screenshot that's going to fit into a thumbnail. So that's going to be a thing. I'm going to leave y'all on this shot right here. If you think there are too many ores and too many block variants and maybe I should put some of the smooth stone back in, definitely let me know in the comments, and I will definitely make sure I come back and fix that. I said definitely a lot. So there's that. But yeah, you guys, that's going to be it for this episode, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, Minnie out.